come on. Damn it, refresh. Come on. What? Finally? They're here? Oh. Hey guys, welcome and finally, Savage. Oh yeah! Snap into a Slim Jim! No, Randy. Randy, no. Hmm? Oh. Really? You said my name. Dude, you're not the Kool-Aid man. I mean, you know, love you and everything, but this is about Savage Crucible. Oh. Alright. Okay, again. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at...
Let those toys out of the box.
What the fuck are you?
Get those toys out of the box. Now, free them, free them.
And you are?
I am here to free all the toys.
Dude, they literally just got here. I need to look at the packaging before I can do anything.
You better free them. I will be back, and if they are not freed, there will be hell to pay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here for Savage. Oh yeah! No. We're here for Savage Crucible. Finally, after a year, Kickstarter has delivered. And you know what? For an action figure Kickstarter, a year isn't so bad. Believe me. I mean, you see it all the time. Sometimes they take 2 and 3 years, and they just take your time and hold on to your money. Yeah. Anyway, so right now, let's take a look at some of the packaging. Now, this really nice art on the front. I really dig it. I think it's really wonderful. It's pretty much the same on all of them, except for on the side where it's written the name of the character. So as you can see, I've gotten three of the, I guess you'd call them deluxe. I don't really know what you call them. But I meant to get 4. What happened was, kind of screwed up, kind of accidentally didn't add the 4th one. I didn't know it until they had the ship notice out. So yeah, anyway, we'll talk about that at the end of the video. But as you can see, this opens up and you can see the figure inside. And then there's a write-up on the figure. And not many people have gone over the write-ups. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I am going to go over bits and pieces as I go through the figure, okay? Normally, I would do individual videos for this. I think I'm going to knock them out on one big video. I may regret this later. Alright, so let's get over and open these guys up and welcome them to the collection. I'm going to start off with Como of the Isles. Now, the main reason being is I think he's best to show articulation. Now, Como himself is actually a half lizard man, half human. They said Atlantean, which implies fish person, but I think they meant human. I'm really iffy because later on it says half human. So I'm kind of like, okay. And he was raised up on an island, and basically was on a volcanic island to boot. And he kind of wanders So now both of our main characters wander. That's kind of weird. I'll get back to it in a minute. And here you can see he's really decked out nice. I really like all the details. I like the teeth around the armor. And I guess it would be armor. I mean, it's kind of got a Pacific Islander kind of feel. And while their armors were not metal, they were armors. So I think I can get away with calling it armor. His whole vibe is definitely a Pacific Islander feel. So we'll just leave it at that and go. And of course, he looks really cool. And oh crap! What happened, man? I've fallen and I can't get up. Why? Cindy Lauper wasn't there to catch me, that lying bitch. And everybody said I was the bad guy whenever I kicked that lying girl. That was the worst Roddy Piper I've ever heard in my life. Go away. Okay, so let's get down with articulation here. Now, he has double elbows, but still can't get past 90. At first, I thought it was because of the gauntlet, but I soon realized later, no, that's as far as it goes. He gets a little better with his feet, and one of the major he gets a little better with his knee joints. Uh, but one of the major problems I see is his toes. Now, when I say his toes, what I'm meaning is that the toe joint articulation is cool, but with the thin feet, it makes him a little prone to fall over. In fact, it's a flaw with all of these guys, is that they have a hard time standing up. Now, he can crunch back way far. He's going to win every limbo contest he ever enters. And he can crunch way forward. I don't know what that would be good for, except picking up your glasses, but hey, let's roll with it. That's some hellacious articulation. And the best part is, if you need to, you can use a Valor stand. That'll keep him balanced. And he comes with some really cool accessories. He has, well, what I'd like to call a pouch, a water bottle. I'm not sure. It clips onto his belt, but then he fell over and the carpet monster got it. I'm sure it'll turn back up, but, you know, for right now, the carpet monster has it, so you won't see it the rest of this video. He also has this really kick-ass sword. I wonder about the coloration on it. Is that supposed to be heat? Is that supposed to be something else? But I do notice that the coloration of the orange runs down into the runes on the sword, so that's kind of a cool effect. He also has this kick-ass axe. Now, this axe, and I'm calling it an axe, it kind of looks like, I get a very Pacific Islander vibe from it, which makes absolutely perfect sense. And it looks like it might be made from obsidian, which would make perfect sense too, since he's lived on a volcanic island. There have plenty of obsidian there, and that they'd probably make a whole lot of weapons out of it. So that all fits together really well. I can't get over the detailing on this figure, though. I mean, it is just phenomenal. I mean, in some ways, it makes the figure look more detailed because of the way that the details are highlighted with the orange and the blue. And I really like the blue contrasting the orange. I mean, who would have thought that would have worked? And all the scaling and all everything, it's just phenomenally done. It's really great. And I can't say enough good things about this figure. This is really cool. Now, moving forward, we have Nin Vilmar. Villamir. He used to be, apparently, the godfather of the king's daughter. Princess, I guess. And then he went and sacrificed her to, he had a coup and sacrificed her to the dark gods and was a really awful person, but her spirit survived, but she wasn't vengeful and followed him around, and the witch got some kind of necropsy or something like oh man. Essentially, the witch he was with got some kind of rot, and she's rotting away. And Nim is wandering again. They're wandering the wastes, looking for a cure, and dragging his terrific family with him. He's more of a bad guy, and man, does he look it. I mean, look at his profile. He kind of looks like a Skitsy from Dark Crystal. Look, man, I mean no offense. I'm just telling the truth. Alright, so Nim has this potion. I have no idea what it is, but I do know that there is one of the playing cards, I'll talk about in just a second, that has a bottle that looks like that. And I bet that's explaining what it is. And, of course, he has swords. He has a pretty cool dagger. His armor is wicked looking. It has a lot of sharp points. Now, they're not so sharp they're going to pierce your skin or anything, but you will notice it. And man, they are highly detailed. And I really like the look of it. It almost looks like the armor could become an offensive weapon, which is really, really nice and rad. All in all, another cool figure. I really love it. Now, I was a little remiss, and I'm going to pop back to it now. Of course, every figure comes with a map of Lemuria, which is the land these guys come from. And it looks really cool. It's got a lot of stuff on it. I am thinking, honestly, there's a possibility this could be in every single wave, have a different country. That would be cool. Also, in the boxes on the back, a lot of people aren't get. I don't want to say a lot of people aren't getting these, but I don't think they noticed something. People as a card game or something, and I looked, I looked on the back, and it took me 2 seconds. That's D&D stats. That's all D&D stats. It's fifth edition Dungeons and Dragons, which is cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's really awesome because then you could just throw these guys into your D&D game, and then boom, you're set to go. I mean, it's all of it. It's saving throws, it's actions, what they can do, all of it. Every last bit of it is Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, I saw the strength and con and stuff in one review, and I went, that looks like it's D&D or Pathfinder. As soon as I got it in hand, I read it. I was like, oh. So this has been a really awesome look. Now, I'm going to get down to the stuff I like and the stuff I don't like. Let me start with the stuff I don't like, because everybody says I'm a negative Nancy. Okay. First off, don't like, I'm going to admit the price. This 37 on the Kickstarter felt a bit high. Granted, this is a lot of good stuff. The 39 that they put up at their store, I mean, it is the higher end of what I'll accept. Now, the $50 at BBTS, I'm confused by that because I don't see why they're charging less at their store than other retailers. I think it should be the same. But they also sold out at BBTS, so who am I kidding? Now, the other thing about the price is shipping. As I said, I neglected to put the Royal Guard in there. I went to the website because he actually has the paint tempo, in my opinion, of the entire group. And I was like, oh shit, how did I miss him? So I went to the store, I put Imperial Century in my cart, went to check out and saw it $15 shipping. Now I added a whole bunch of stuff in. I just wanted to see what would happen if I had added a whole bunch of stuff in. I did add in a whole bunch of stuff. It stayed at 15. So it looks like it's a flat rate shipping. Still, it's a bit high. Not my favorite. So it's something you need to be aware of, especially with me, because I know I'm going to be ordering some of those other waves. I was a little cautious with this company because we didn't know what we were going to get. Just be honest about it. So I only went in for 6 figures, but that only cost me $10 shipping. Now, 3 of them are here, 3 of them are in the third wave. So second wave, I'm definitely ordering straight from them. Third wave, I'm ordering some from them. But the point is, while I think they're a little bit on the high end, I do like what I see, and I do plan to continue buying. So they must be doing something right. For one thing, nobody else is doing Lizard Men. That's true. One thing I like about this company, they get put out that slate for a much lower price. I think it's what a Legion builder was supposed to be as, and it works. I mean, that works to do your own kind of thing. And I won't say I won't buy those, but God, those slates sold out, man. I mean, I was really surprised by that. So, I don't know. I may, I may not. I won't promise. I might. I mean, it's not a big deal. But I may do that on the Chronoids. I don't know yet. I'm deciding. So when I decide, you'll know too. And, overall, I mean, let's see, things that I think I've said. Now, the toe joint thing is a problem. I hope That's just this is our first run. Gonna have some bumps in the road. We'll get that fixed down the road. I can deal with that. You know, I mean, we'll just chalk that up to a first bump on the road. I mean, none of this is a deal breaker, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, there's some issues, but nothing major. I wish that the being double jointed, the arms could go a little further, because I think you could get some really cool poses out of these guys. But it doesn't. At least it does with the leg. You get much better than 90 with the leg. These joints are so well hidden, you almost don't notice them. It's like really good. Really good. That's impressive to me. And all these people who say, "Oh well, Mythic Legions does this single joint so it doesn't break up the sculpt." These guys figured out how to do it without breaking out the sculpt. So that's all I'm saying. And it looks good. And it feels good. Moves good. Boom. All that. So again, that's another point. I'm leaning into good shit now. The detailing is phenomenal. The accessories are really cool and really phenomenal. The overlays are phenomenal. The idea is phenomenal. The stories, I'll put them in the good category, but they can become overblown quick. Like Nim's story, I was kind of like going, that's a lot of freaking new stuff I got to introduce myself to really quick. I get the feeling he might be a main baddie. Also, I wish there was a way to get some of this information out besides the cards so that I could know what I'm dealing with. Like I said about the like I said about the Imperial Sentry. I mean, to me that looks like a flaming sword, but on the card it says broadsword. So, and on the card art, it looks like they have those same swords. So it's like, what's going on? It's obviously some kind of magical sword of some sort because it's translucent. But what is it? I think it's fire, or some kind of heat, or something. It'd be nice to know, and it'd be nice to know what that potion bottle is, and things like that. I mean, I wouldn't have known that Nim had poison blades if I didn't happen to be lucky enough to pull that card. So that's a kind of a thing. I mean, that can hold back people from discovering what this is all about. And it's so frustrating to have to learn about it this way. I don't want to try to dig up all the cards and figure out all this stuff. I want to be able to pull these guys out of the box, have an idea who they are at least, and then run with it. Granted, most of the time in Fantasy Realms, I'm doing my own thing, so it doesn't matter. But still, overall, I would have to say this is a pretty damn good first outing of a toy line. Perfect? No, but never is a first run perfect. But really impressed me? Yeah, it did. I like it. I hope to see more from Savage Crucible, and wait for Wave 2 to see what the Barbarians look like. I wish we had had some better pictures of the Lizard Men when the Kickstarter had started. We only had like prototypes and renders, but they turned out really good. So let's hope things continue to turn out pretty good. So that's going to wrap it up for this look at Savage. Ooh yeah! Snap into a Slim Jim! Oh. To the YouTube stuff, thank you for watching. You guys have a good day.